if you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, I think you have the biggest opportunity in the planet. You always want to focus on your strengths, get clients, get them results. This idea of an agency, it's actually possible. In our management system, we do a meeting every single morning at 10:30, and it's basically everybody says what they have been working on yesterday, what they're working on now, and if they need anything to complete the tasks, or if they have any roadblocks with the things that they were doing yesterday or they need to do today. So it's 10:21 right now. I think we're gonna get there in time because we strategically got an office that was extremely close to where we live, so that we will make there in time all the time, which we don't, but we try to. So yeah, that's kind of one thing that we do, and it's really helpful every morning because things cannot go wrong for more than a day because you'll figure it out. So that's powerful. We have essentially a screen which serves the role of a whiteboard where all the work that we do is there, and that it has two main reasons. One, everybody can see the work that needs to be done, so it's a lot more clear. Second, you cannot really not do the work that you need to do for a day or two because everybody sees that you're not doing the work that you need to do, and that's pretty powerful. Number three, I just added this in right now. I'm gonna get a gong because here's why. So I'm gonna get the gong because I really love this theory of a reward and all these things that happen. And I think that after you finish a task, it's extremely powerful to have something good happening. Anything, any stimuli that's rewardful. So a gong will do that. So after somebody will finish a task, we will have a gong and they will ring the gong. So that everybody knows it's like a little celebration. So I think that's really interesting. Haven't got a gong yet. I will, and I'll film the heck out of it because I think it's really funny. And it's especially gonna be funny when we're gonna move into a completely corporate office, because they're gonna laugh their asses off because there's some stingy people, right? We are completely free with the gong. So that's another thing we do. And with that, we're gonna get to the office. I just moved myself here because I just realized I work a lot better with my own thoughts, and it's when I have a lot of people that are speaking or doing things and all these things, I feel it's just kind of putting down my own thoughts. So I just work better in silence, and that goes the same with a lot of people. I think you need to find your way of working and do that more. If you like to work in chaos, do that. If you like to work in silence, do that. Ultimately, you'll be working a lot more in chaos than in silence, but you gotta at least know what you're striving towards. So let's get to work. Today, just going to a meeting from the office. I gotta get back in about an hour. Really productive meeting, I hope so. And yeah, let's do that. And we'll continue with this incredible vlog soon enough. I just feel there's so many things that are standing in your way, especially when you're young, even if they don't have to, right? And my opinion is, if you're young right now, if you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, I think you have the biggest opportunity in the planet. This is the greatest period of our time for young people to go out and build stuff, because with a phone and with a social media account and with a computer, we can build stuff, and that's powerful. So we're gonna probably talk a lot more about that. For example, my father always kind of supported me in my endeavors, but at the same time, I think there's like, when you're young, especially when you're 16, 17, when your parents support you, when they give you money for school, university, and all these things, I think, one, you need to understand that they're never gonna like you putting yourself at risk. So by you going out and actually taking a chance on opening a business or on putting yourself out there to sell your paintings or selling stuff or going there or going this direction, like whatever it is you're trying to do is going to involve risk. And most parents won't like that, not because they don't want you to succeed, but because they love you and they want to protect you as much as they can. That's their nurturing side of everyone. So you got to understand that, and you got to still act in spite of that so that you can go out and do what you want, because that's what ultimately is going to matter, what you want, right? If you do what they want, you cannot really blame them for it. At the same time, if you're going to fail doing what they want, have nobody to blame. But if you're going to win doing what they want, you still cannot take the full advantage. So let's pass the street real quick. So better do what you want. Okay, so just had a really interesting call with a client, and it just reminds me that most people are overestimating their ability in terms of time. So here's what I mean by that. Most business owners, especially in the $5 to $50 million range, and even higher, they're overestimating their ability to do everything. Let me explain. So if you have a $50 million business and you're so good at making a good product or service, or you're so good at delivering an experience, then you should be focusing on that and get other people that are extremely good at marketing, putting the word out there, virality, social media, everything, to do that work for you. And you actually end up having two extremely well done parts in your business rather than doing two things half-assed. So don't try to be focusing on everything. If you're getting an outside of your company team to do the marketing, it is going to be extremely valuable for you, because one, you cannot get more specialized than a freaking agency that does social media every single day. Number two, because your company internally is going to have 10 people to do the marketing, you're not going to be able to actually control them because you do not know. It's like, if I want to know what my team of developers is doing and actually control them and verify them and know if they're doing a good job or not, I need to know programming, right? So that works the same with this. You cannot manage people that do something or train them or whatever if you don't know, if you don't have a good system and a good thing that will get you the end result. So I think it's valuable to actually step back and focus on what you do best in your business with your team and do that more, and then get other people, other partners to do the other parts, which is marketing, social media, maybe for you it's other things. Another example is, we have this client. It's they sell themes, right? So they sell essentially themes for a certain platform, and they were doing really well, but they are product people. So for them to take their time off of developing amazing products and take that time and put it into learning marketing, like, that makes no sense, especially that most programmers are not going to be good at marketing because it's such a different sphere of things. So just a thought in my mind, like, do what you do best, focus on what brings the world most value, and get other people to put what they do best in your business to partner up with you, and actually all of you are gonna get the most reward. And that's how it works. Right, and I was seeing this dog actually playing to the snow, and this dog was like completely happy. He was like dancing and like jumping around and all these things, and I was thinking, like, that dog is so happy and he doesn't have anything.